In this school, the uniforms are faded, but the students carry bright, intense ambitions. During a morning assembly, a student named Arian accepted a National Science Award on stage. He gripped the microphone and credited his win to his parents' sacrifices. The crowd offered polite applause, but as Arian stepped down, the mood shifted. In the back rows, students started snickering. Someone muttered, "Beta of the year." Vedant watched from the side. He noticed micro-expressions others missed, specifically the way Arian's genuine smile was faltering, tightening into a look of immediate regret. Vedant later wrote a question in his notebook. Why do we laugh at sincerity? Perhaps that cynical laughter is a defense against empathy we have forgotten how to feel. Vedant began looking for these defensive patterns in others. He started with Ria, a top student who had recently become highly abrasive and defensive toward her peers. The rest of the class had already reached a verdict. She was arrogant and unable to handle even the smallest correction. But Vedant saw her in the library, hunched over her notes and whispering to herself, "They're waiting for me to mess up." The rigid, armored shell she presents to the class is a mechanical shield designed to protect the fragile core at the top of this precarious pedestal. Academic perfectionism and outward pride often serve as a preemptive defense against a paralyzing fear of failure. This behavior wasn't limited to the students. Mohan, the school janitor, was socially isolated due to rumors of a criminal past. People avoided eye contact with him. Vedant tracked a different set of data points: Mohan feeding stray animals, replacing a torn shoe, and studying English grammar. When Vedant asked him why he did these things, Mohan explained his strategy. He was trying to find quiet redemption and earn his place after the mistakes of his youth. The label of an evil outcast is a shortcut that ignores the quiet, human effort required to rebuild a life. Then there was Arjun, the loud class clown. He maintained his safety by ensuring everyone was always laughing. Arjun's persona changed with his audience. He acted philosophical with high achievers, mocked others with bullies, and became silent around teachers. When asked who he really was, Arjun realized he had forgotten. He had pretended so long, his original self disappeared. Identity masking shows how compulsive adaptability can erase a person's core self in the pursuit of universal approval. Vedant looked at these three cases together and began to see a pattern in the school's social ecosystem. He linked the behaviors he had witnessed to the emotions underneath, connecting laughter to insecurity, silence to fear, and anger to pain. In these specific instances, the abrasive and confusing surface behaviors were different expressions of a single longing to belong. Vedant realized that observing these masks was only the first step. He needed to act on what he had seen. He told Arian that his gratitude on stage was brave. He worked with Ria on a project and praised her ideas, while making it clear he didn't expect her to be perfect. He left a note for Mohan acknowledging his effort toward a second chance, and he told Arjun he was funny, but that he didn't need the jokes to be liked. Targeted, micro acts of validation began to dissolve the defensive barriers between these individuals. Slowly, the environment shifted. Ria stopped snapping at group members. Aryan spoke with more confidence. Mohan began greeting students, and Arjun started showing glimpses of his actual personality. In a world full of critics, there is a rare power in choosing to be an observer and a connector. Marcel Proust wrote that the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. True discovery is found in learning to see the quiet truths people carry with them every day.